Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just release all tension in your eyelids. And with your eyes closed, focus on the sound of my voice, noticing that when you breathe in and breathe out, incrementally, tension, any stress, any worries are slowly but surely dissipating, melting away, feeling like they're leaving your body in every outward breath. And when you breathe in, imagine breathing in a wonderful feeling of resourcefulness. All of the resources that you desire the most. Confidence. Feelings of self-belief and worthiness. Acceptance. Accepting that there's certain things you can't change. And feeling empowered to start making gradual changes in all of those things that you can. As you breathe in those resources, feel that you are exhaling their opposites. The opposite of confidence is doubt. Feel it leave your body. The opposite of worthiness is feeling somehow that you're not good enough. So feel that unworthiness leave your body in that outward breath. As you breathe in, notice not just that you're becoming more and more relaxed, but also that your mind and body wants to release all of those things that aren't even real. Beliefs, ideas, emotions. Sometimes we allow patterns to feel that they're inevitable, when in fact they're simply echoes of old habits that can change simply by doing something else. To know that there's something in the refrigerator and it can stay there. To feel that it's fine for someone else to eat something and you to choose something entirely different. I want you to get a sense that if change had to happen, it could easily happen. Imagine if some fairy tale wizard came down from a cloud and took someone away from you that you loved more than anyone else, and said that you could only see them again if one change took place. You know with every fiber of your body that change isn't just possible, it's inevitable and would happen rapidly and without hesitation. Therefore, change isn't just possible, it becomes something immediately available. And you don't need to wait for fairy tale wizards in order for change to take place. So as you breathe in and breathe out, just imagine a park by a river on a sunny day with blue skies. Imagine staring out at one of the world's best cities. Get a sense that in that city are millions of people with millions of different ideas about what they want and what they don't want, what they like and what they don't like. And allow that to be evidence that there are also millions of different versions of you that's possible. You could make a decision to drink liters and liters of soda every day, knowing that that would create a different version of you for your future. But also, a version of you exists where almost the only liquid you consume is quality drinking water. And imagine these two different versions of you. The one that only drinks soda and the one that only drinks water, and start to wonder, what would be a more desirable future? Which future would you end up with more confidence, health, vitality? In which future would you be more active and sporty and athletic? And just imagine that liquids filled with sugar and liquids that are just water are at opposite ends of a spectrum, as is every other food. Think of a carbohydrate. At one end of the spectrum is just pure, refined white sugar. And at the other end is leafy green vegetables. And closer to the sugar might be a bagel, or a pizza, or a sandwich. And something closer to those leafy green vegetables might be broccoli, a blueberry, a blackberry. I want you to get a sense that you're no longer interested in black or white, but more the shades of grey. You don't have to eat perfectly to change your body, but feel that you are unlocking a desire to eat more of those foods that would lead to more confidence, more strength, that still give you pleasure, but without feeding an addiction to sugar and carbohydrates. I want you to find somewhere in this park by that river overlooking the city, maybe a fountain, maybe a pond, some form of water, and stare into the water. And as you stare into the water, I want you to imagine a future, perhaps 6 months, maybe a year from now. I want you to see a future where you're already becoming more active. Or perhaps you could imagine being out with friends, but see that version of you looking so much more confident, clothes that fit you differently. See yourself socializing and see that this version of you exudes so much confidence. People can't help notice that confidence, that self-esteem, that connection between mind and body. See yourself perhaps jumping around a trampoline park at the exact body shape that would enable you to feel confident doing so, but also enjoying your role there with your child. And look at this not as a finishing line, but as a statement of intent that you will be that active, sporty, present parent. And if your unconscious mind desires this future, let me know by nodding your head. So allow yourself to feel deeper and deeper relaxed as you accept that you don't have to eat disgusting food to make a future a reality. Imagine yourself savoring the delicious taste of chicken thighs, knowing they nourish your body while helping you achieve your goals. That you will prioritize protein, fats, and vegetables over refined carbohydrates. Feel the satisfaction of choosing quality steaks, providing your body with the strength and energy to be an active, engaged parent. Imagine it doesn't feel like deprivation to be enjoying the succulent taste of shrimp, fueling your body with lean protein and helping you stay fit and healthy. Or imagine yourself enjoying a bowl of steamed broccoli, knowing that each bite brings you closer to your ideal weight and a version of you that exudes confidence. See yourself like you're someone else in a restaurant, enjoying the refreshing taste of kale and cabbage, nourishing your body with every bite, but also giving you a future where you are lighter and more energetic. I want you to imagine seeing a future of incremental change. You don't go from nothing to only eating leafy greens or shredded lettuce. See it happening gradually. You're doing less of those things that would impede that future. See yourself waking up in the middle of the night, but instead of going for a binge, see yourself drinking a large glass of water before drifting back off to sleep. And when you see yourself eating, particularly anything sweet, see yourself enjoying strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries. See that you are fueling your body with antioxidants and energy for an active, athletic lifestyle. Every day in every way, you are becoming more confident, and doing so through tiny, incremental, evolutionarily achievable changes. And all of these tiny changes add up, but in and of themselves are so small that they seem so easy to do. That as time goes on, you find yourself reaching for healthy, nourishing foods. And the same way that you might imagine that dried fruit has a similar texture to a scab, you might start to see those refined carbohydrates as having a taste like wallpaper paste. Stodgy, refined carbohydrates that are like glue to your internal organs, making you slow and lethargic, draining your energy. And instead, you can imagine a future where your choices have a ripple effect. Good choices one day lead to a fit, energetic body that can run, climb, and play with ease in the future. And maybe further off into the future, you could imagine yourself rock climbing with confidence, your body strong and capable thanks to your healthy eating habits. See yourself as a sporty parent. Maybe it's swimming, cycling, running, playing. Get a sense of pride by seeing that future version of you being a confident, energetic, active, present parent. Take pride in being one of the few parents to trampoline with your kids. Your body agile and fit from the nutritious foods you choose to eat. Not just an active parent, but a confident parent, a role model to your children. I want you to see it gets easier and easier, that every tiny change makes the next change easier than the last. Release any need for all or nothing, and instead, tiny, pragmatic choices. Consider the 1% rule. If you were to make today 1% better than yesterday, and the day after 1% better than the day before, you are not in a year 365% better, as most people would guess. Because your changes build on previous changes that build on previous changes. Feel that compounding improvement take you to levels of confidence, health, and vitality that is not a distant dream, but an inevitable reality based on tiny improvements consistently applied. And then find that you're no longer staring into that fountain or pond. And imagine walking around that park 2 years from now, feeling that you're in a leaner, more confident, lighter body. You're not there alone. I want you to see a child running around and feel that you have the energy to run with them. Feel that this is your future. Not a wish, not a dream, just the cause and effect relationship of making tiny, simple changes. It's time to return to the present as you take these changes with you. As you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Connect fully with the present moment. As shortly, I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, with a desire to take those very first tiny steps of incremental positive change, starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.